Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Shadow of Resho Gaming, and welcome back to episode 2 of the new Community Choice. Last time we asked you guys what your favorite Hyrule Warrior was, and to be honest, the results were a little surprising actually. So let's just go straight into number 5. Coming in at number 5 with 7% of the votes, we have Young Link. Young Link is the newest DLC character in Hyrule Warriors. He was literally just released this week. So for him to even get 5th place is actually really surprising. Young Link, like I said, is the newest DLC character for the Majora's Mask pack of Hyrule Warriors. Pretty much, he is kind of like the miniature version of Link, except he has masks. And when he puts on a mask, he can transform into different characters. And one of those masks he has is the Fierce Deity Mask. The Fierce Deity Mask lets Young Link transform into Fierce Deity Link. And my god, it looks like he can kick some butt. I haven't personally been able to play him yet, but seriously, he can cut the moon in half. Like, that's just one of his attacks. Like, what the crap? Personally, I still would have preferred Skull Kid, but you know, whatever. And then coming in at number 4 with 9% of the votes, we have Sheik. Sheik is a ninja-like character from the Sheikith tribe, and spoilers by the way, she's actually Zelda in disguise. Anyway, Sheik wields a harp in the game, and she is actually a very fast character. She can get in combos pretty easily. Sheik has abilities to summon different elements to help her out in battle, which provided they don't do a lot of damage, but if you use them in correlation with the other attacks, they will pretty much build up a buttload of damage to enemies. She's not the strongest character, but she definitely is one of the fastest. And moving on to number 3 with 11% of the votes, we have Ganondorf. Ganondorf is personally one of my favorite characters in Hyrule Warriors. He can pretty much sweep enemies off the map in pretty much a singular hit. He's not too fast, but he's not too slow, so that's kind of why I like him. He's kind of a neutral character, but he's a hard hitter. One of my favorite strategies to use as Ganondorf is the AAB combo, which pretty much summons down a giant ball of lightning and pretty much sweeps the entire field of enemies, and it's kind of one of his fastest attacks. Even though Ganondorf didn't get number 1, I'm still kind of excited to see him get the 3rd spot in this list. Now we can finally move on to the top 2. Let me just say, the top 2 were a little bit interesting. It was a neck-and-neck race for the win. And it's actually only 1 vote separation going on here. But, let me just say, coming in at number 2, we have Link! Yes, in a surprise turn of events, Link got the number 2 spot with 19% of the votes. It was a very close race in between Link and the number 1 spot. Honestly, Link is probably the most OP character in this game. I mean, what can you expect? He's the main character. He has a buttload of different weapons, the spinner, the master sword, the regular sword, gauntlets, Epona. He has everything pretty much. You can tell the developers put a lot of love into Link, which is awesome, but I kind of wish they would have gave some of the other characters a little bit more of the same love. And finally, coming in at 20% of the votes, beating Link out by a singular vote, we have Lana. Let me just start out with saying Lana isn't even a canon Zelda character, and she still won this list. That's pretty freaking awesome. Lana is a new character to Hyrule Warriors. She comes to the aid of Link and his party, and of course, like every other character in Zelda, ends up falling in love with Link. I mean, literally, this whole game is just a big love hexagon. Anyway, Lana's character is really go-lucky and happy. I mean, I can tell why people liked her. She's cute, she's funny, and she has a ton of different weapons. Nowhere near the amount as Link, but she has her spellbook, she has her Deku Staff, and she has the Summoning Gate. The Summoning Gate is probably one of my favorite weapons to use the entire game. It's not the best weapon, but it's probably the most fun to use. You can summon any of the bosses of the entire game and use them as weapons. It's freaking awesome. And she has a pretty big role in the storyline, and it's kind of sad when you actually end the story and you see what happens in the finale. But props to you, Lana, you actually got the top spot of the top 5 Hyrule Warriors. Alright, now let's go ahead and move on to next week's question. I know you've done episodes on this before, but I'll try not to do too many on this game. but I want to know what your favorite mode is in Smash Bros. 4. And what I mean by mode, I mean, what do you like? Event matches the best? Do you like classic mode, all-star? Do you just like Smash, 8-player Smash, online mode, movies? I mean, apparently movies count as a mode on the official website, so I mean, if that's what you guys like, go ahead and go for it. But literally just any mode that you can participate in this game. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my second episode of the new Community Choice. Make sure to subscribe to NinBuzz if you have not already, and then make sure to subscribe to my personal channel to keep up with everything that I'm doing. Right now I'm doing a co-op of Sonic Boom and Smash Bros. 4, and I'm doing a solo LP of Earthbound, and coming up soon I'm going to be doing Kirby's Rainbow Curse, which should be a pretty fun Let's Play. So make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date on any of that, and don't forget to comment below your favorite mode in Smash Bros. 4, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Community Choice.